Toyota is one of the best-selling cars in the world. Can you guess all 10 of the top car models we'll discuss today?
So when it comes to sales volume, as I said, this is North American sales, and this is over 10 years, 2013 to 2023. So the RAV4 overall in those 10 years was the best-selling model, followed by the Camry, Corolla, Tacoma, etc., all the way down through the Avalon at 390,000 over 10 years. 20 million vehicles just in North America sold in those 10 years. So that's about 2 million a year if you want to average it out. So uh, as we said, quite high sales volume for them. So I decided to pick out a few representative vehicles from that list. So a 2019 RAV4 was kind of the peak in the last over that 10 years. The peak of its sales for the RAV4 was 2019. So that 2019 RAV4 was the fifth generation of the RAV4. Offers two engines, count them, two engines. So a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, which they use in a lot of other vehicles as well, and then a 2.5 liter hybrid engine as well. And then it's an 8-speed automatic transmission on the naturally aspirated vehicle. And of course, the hybrid vehicle uses a kind of a CVT, eCVT type drivetrain for that because of how the hybrid vehicle works. And then another representative, good representative, was the 2015 model year Camry. So that was a fifth generation wide body style. So it had a narrow body and a wider body style of the Camry over the years. And it was also a mid-generation refresh. So it was a fifth generation. We're about halfway through the generation. And they refreshed, the front clip, taillights, that sort of thing. Offers that same 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, and also the 2.5 liter hybrid engine that is in the RAV4. And also they use the 3.5 liter V6 naturally aspirated engine that they use in a lot of vehicles as well. So one thing that you will notice as we talk through this, and most manufacturers, I think, kind of try and follow this rule anyways. It's kind of with that lean manufacturing principle where they have a few different engines and they use them in a lot of different things. We'll get to other companies where they'll use the same platform for multiple vehicles. They use the same engine for multiple vehicles. So this is fairly common. There's not a wide selection of engines when it comes to Toyota. You're going to see maybe 4 or 5 different engines and then just some variants on them. 6-speed automatic transmission on the non-hybrids, and of course the eCVT in the hybrid vehicle. Also interesting, this model year range, 2015 and 2016, it was the most American-made car. So 75% of the parts that were in the Camrys were made in America or sourced from America. Well, I guess made in America would be sourced from America, yes, and built in America because they have multiple factories. They actually share a factory with Subaru in Indiana as well to make Camrys. So 75% of the parts in the 2015 and 16 Camry were the largest amount of American-made parts in any vehicle. That includes Ford, Chevy, Dodge. So I just thought that was an interesting little tidbit that came up as well. And then another example, it wasn't the highest up on the list, but still with 1 million vehicles sold over the 10 years, or roughly 1 million vehicles, the 2013 Prius. Because if you know Toyota, you know they are big on hybrids. They were one of the early adopters to working on hybrid technology, and they've just been progressing throughout. So the 2013 Prius was a high water mark for that kind of era as well. So that was the third generation Prius. As I said, they've been making them for quite some time. There's a 1.5 liter hybrid engine, and of course a 1.8 liter hybrid engine, and an eCVT transmission, as all of the hybrid vehicles have. And as I said, in 2013, that was their highest North American sales volume year. So it's slowly gone down, and I think maybe some of that could be due to they started putting hybrid powertrains in other models. So you get a RAV4 hybrid, you get a Camry hybrid, Corolla hybrid, so many hybrids that they make now. They have the choice. So before, with the Prius, you really only had the choice of the Prius at the time, maybe a little earlier. But so there's our representatives, and we're going to kind of look through those, look through a few different things on those when we go live.
We've covered the history and top 10 Toyota car models. Now we're going to get serious and dive into diagnostics. Check out the most common Toyota trouble codes and issues that techs deal with coming up next.